Hello everyone.
Hi everyone.
Jason's here. He's got a Fiesta RS Turbo now. Cool. It's alright, isn't it? We're going to take it for a little drive today because I feel like this needs its own video for you guys to just sit back and relax and enjoy. We will obviously tell you what the deal is because it's just lovely. But there's not a lot of chances we get to be in a car like this. You'll see in a minute in the video. It is like being... It's like picking it up from the showroom.
It's like being in 91.
Yeah, and we're just like going for a cruise in your new car. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know.
Start her up,
What
mate.
time to be alive.
Start her up. Let's just like...
Are you ready, everybody?
Ready? Is it even on? It is on, but is it even on, you know? It might as well just be like from the factory at this point. So yeah, this is, if you guys haven't seen it, this is Jason's new to him car.
You're going to have ASMRs of...
I hope you guys can hear that. It's just lovely. It's just lovely, isn't it? Yeah, so what, 4-owner, 100,000 miles ish, but
105, yeah.
This has had probably the best life, I reckon.
Yeah.
It's had just the love, regardless of cost, regardless of how much you think they're worth or how much they weren't worth. It's had a lovely life, this car, and you can tell. It is sat on. I know, it's so lovely, isn't it? I will say, we're jiggling around a little bit more. You'll be able to see my boobies moving around a bit more than usual because it is on Spax suspension, which you do like at the moment, but you're like,
yeah, I like the fact that you're just bobbing down the road. It's low. Yeah, it's got that character, but.
Name me another RS Turbo like that ain't £1 million.
And we've got the windows open.
And we have got the rear pop-out, because pop-outs are life, in my opinion. And I feel like that is... And we're down a crappy road at the moment. Like, this is not as nice as it used to be, this road, and it's still, like, alright and lovely. Also, we're down a bit of a road. No creaks. Now, if this was my Series 1 that, you know, I've had, it would be creaking a lot.
Yeah.
Creak, creak, creak. This, it's all like, I can't even explain it. If you come in this car at any point in your life, you guys might, I don't know, but like, everything's just as it should be in 91, which is so hard to get these days. Like, that doesn't exist, does it? Like, old cars always make a noise, and this one, apart from the road noise, there's actually nothing going on, which is so weird to me.
Downshift, didn't I?
No.
And even when you get on
it, it's just chilling. It's weird because you expect, like a lot of RS Turbos especially, there's noise coming out of the back, there's dump valve noise coming there. You've had one, you know the deal. I've had RS Turbos.
Don't get me wrong, I live for them cars.
Yes, 100%.
I do. But just for a minute, I'm going to enjoy this.
Just a lovely car that I keep talking over, but it's like...
Can you hear the turbo? Is that the turbo? Well, it is.
Is there a turbo? We're going well, like down the road, but... It's the oddest experience, this, because this is what it must have been like in the 90s to have one of these.
So I just want to point something out also to the folk at home. Right, being as it is standard injectors, standard map, standard air filter and standard exhaust. When I picked this up from Doncaster, it had a full tank of Shell 99 V-Power. When I got to Southampton, I still had half a tank of Shell 99 V-Power. We've never been able to review a car this quietly, by the way.
No, I know, we could just like,
I'm
talking up like I usually do, but we could talk like this. It's really nice.
Really quiet. Anyway, it used, in today's money, £28.
£28 from Doncaster to the Isle of Wight?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, I'm going to admit, for the folk at home, I dragged the day out. I sat.
Dragged the day out.
The day was like today, right? Yeah. It was 19 degrees. It was dry all the way home. And I sat with the lorries, doing 56 miles an hour, all the way home, with the window down and my arm out.
Yeah, living the dream.
The absolute best time ever. Oh, yeah. So yeah, it wasn't using much fuel. And being as it is an old car, I didn't want to be in the fast lane, hacking along
the big one,
75, 80 mile an hour. unnecessarily.
Yeah.
So that's how we got to here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's unreal on fuel. Cars have gone backwards.
Yeah.
I
reckon this is as nice as a new car is, but you've got an old car. It's as if we've bought this from Ford, but it's an old car. Does that make sense? Like it's an old car,
yeah.
like a resto mod, but it's not because it's still old.
But
it's odd.
But it's not been updated.
Nah. Like it's still got the original radio, which is just like says Ford on it there.
Just, you can, and the sad thing for you that don't know at home, Fiesta Turbos were a very limited car because when the XR2i was launched, it was with the 1600 CVH, that what's found in every Mark III and Mark IV Sporty Escort. But with the XR2i and the RS Turbo, they changed the management system to their EFI setup that you all know and love. But, and here's the but, it was short-lived. 91, this car was fully available from your Ford dealer. 1990, the test vehicles on the F-Reg were out and about, rearing their ugly heads. 1992, the UK government declared that all vehicles registered from 1st of August 92 needed a catalytic converter. They did not have the time or the engineering space at SVO to quickly fabricate this vehicle to install a catalytic converter on it, so it got axed. And that's why the RS 1800 was born. So this car was very, 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 very short-lived in production, which is why there isn't that many today. There's
nice ones, especially.
There's 66 left tax this year, and there's
no way
out of a possible. This is the total number of Fiesta RS Turbos still legitimately registered with DVLA, 797. So out of those 797, 66 are being enjoyed this summer.
Yeah.
The rest of them are either tucked away or they're shells in garages.
Yeah.
So this is a really rare low numbers car now. Like, it's insane.
So they had a year and a half.
They had a year and a half to produce as many as they could.
I didn't even know that.
No, I know. So
well, we learned everything on this channel.
And then obviously the RS 1800 was born using the silver top ZTEC engine, the 1800 130 horsepower power plant, which didn't mind having a catalytic converter on it because it had plenty of capacity and grunt.
Right, okay.
And they had the closed loop lander, blah blah blah. Closed loop landering a turbo CVH at the time wasn't worth it.
No.
It was easier to reintroduce a new model with the same horsepower without a turbo. But come on, we all know.
It says turbo on the steering wheel. That's just like the coolest thing ever, isn't it?
This was the last hurrah for the Mark III Fez. After that, the 1800. After that, the Mark IV. No, the sportiest version they did was the SI.
Yeah.
SI.
It wasn't the turbo.
It wasn't until the the ST Fiesta of the Mark 7.5 that we all love and know now, that I feel Ford had made a really hot Fiesta.
Yeah, yeah.
And as the advert said, the XR2i was a Madras, this was the Vindaloo.
Yeah.
Are you having a go?
Yeah.
Let's pull over.
We'll pull over somewhere. We're in traffic at the moment, so we won't pull over yet. But we will pull over because I want to have a play. I want to see, well, I'm going to say, you guys already know, I have actually already been out in this for like 4 minutes. And the second I got going, I was like, oh. So that's what I'm probably going to relive right now. Let's have a switch over. Because I need to have a go. We're actually parked where we can be parked though, that's the thing.
Yeah, there's no
There's no yellows or anything, it's actually a residential area. Speeding around. Right.
Enjoy.
So, first off, what I will tell you guys, steering wheel's fantastic. Gear knob has no cracks in it. No. Unreal. That's nice.
2 clicks.
All of it.
2 click stop. 2 click stop. Oh,
there's a 106 Quicksilver coming past. Look at the state of it. You guys wouldn't have seen that, but that looked mint. And there's a young guy driving it. I love to see that sort of stuff.
Okay, so you are good to go.
Free to go. Are we in the 90s? It's like... Yeah, that's it though, innit? Like, I'd love to commentate on what's going on, but like, if you ever, like, if you're old enough and you drove one of these in the 90s or 2000s, you had one.
Yeah, but it wasn't this. It was T3 swapped with a stage 3 chip.
Yeah.
It wasn't this car.
Yeah, it wasn't this car.
Yeah.
this is like brand new.
And then
It's weird.
T2 turbo delivery, need to get onto that. He's in 3rd gear now, pottering along at 30. In an RS turbo, it'd be flat right now.
Yeah.
You would have nothing because the T3 is taking so while to boost up. We're now in 4th. You squeeze
And there's
that
still
throttle,
power there already.
and
Yeah.
it just lifts you down the road.
And we are doing the speed limit. The sunroof's open, the rear windows are open because you can only drive one of these cars with all of that open, in my opinion. Tell me that's not a lovely time. And tell me that cars haven't gone backwards, because this is as nice as any new car I've been in. It's just got an old car as a steering wheel and a facade of you know, plastic dash and stuff.
Just imagine though, an Escort Cosworth for the same guys.
Cool, yeah, could you imagine?
How good would that be now?
Yeah. Well, we'd be in a collection and no one would be driving it.
Sad.
Whereas we're out here driving stuff, so you know. Oh, this is lovely, isn't it? I know on video you can't explain how nice stuff is sometimes, but this is like, you get in a new car, this is that, but it's a Fiesta RS Turbo instead.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense to anybody out there watching this? Because it feels as if we've just picked this up from the production line. Yes, it's got some suspension on it. So say it's 3 years old, it's gone through a PCP agreement with someone, and you just picked it up and it's got a set of suspension on it. Yeah. That's how it actually feels.
Yeah.
And you look down and look, it all works. This all works.
You haven't dabbed the brakes yet. The brakes are incredible.
Ooh. They brake like they should have broke back in the day.
Yeah, but I've never driven one like that.
No.
So what happened?
Someone did it proper. Whoever's gone through this car,
tell you what
shout out.
When we went underneath it, had brand new calipers on it.
Brand new calipers.
So
wow.
They're working.
Yes, they work very well. Do you know what it is? It's so refreshing to drive something that's like, because sometimes, and me and you will be in the same pot here, we buy the cheapest version of the car we actually want. Well, I do anyway. I've done it in the past and it's been a letdown. And I've gone, oh, why have I done that? This is like the opposite end of that, where it's probably the best. It's not the best one, I'm not going to say that.
I'll tell you what.
But it's like,
there's cars out there.
It's one of the best I've been in. That's a horrible bump.
There's cars out there, these Fiestas, like the concourse ones, that are in the mid-20s. Now listen, that's great. You can't enjoy it.
Nah. You can go out and drive this.
This is over
we just have.
This is over 10 grand cheaper than that, and I'm having a lovely time.
Yeah. And I'm not that detached from a brand new car in here. In my opinion, this is as lovely as it gets.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back at JW Auto Show. We'd like to thank Jason for taking us out in his car today.
No problem at all. Nice to see you all.
This is just the nicest thing in the world.
Thank you.
I'm so
happy.
Happy for you to have something like this, and it drives the way I want it to. Because I'm never going to buy something nice like this, because I'm always like low to high, whereas this is like high to low, you know.
It's just a nice thing.
Thank you guys.
See you guys later.
Bye.